coming into this game. Buffalo's got a stranglehold on this series. They're at home. There's energy.
Who will be the hero of Game 5?
Your pasta is served! The Boston Bruins have forced this series back to Boston!
Their situations couldn't be more different.
This team never quits and always find the way to bounce back.
Game 6 brings urgency.
This is the part where we lean in. We lean in and dig in.
Keep going. Do not go away.
When your back's against the wall, well, you got to get off that wall.
And a huge hit through center ice!
When your opponent's on the ropes, you go for the knockout.
Believe in yourself. Let's go to work, get the job done.
You're watching the Stanley Cup playoffs on ESPN, presented by Geico. Tonight from TD Garden in one of the world's greatest cities, Boston, Massachusetts, it's Game 6 of this first-round series in the East between Buffalo and Boston. Each team with a job to do tonight. The Sabres trying to finish off the Bruins and advance to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs for the first time since 2007. Out. Tuck dropped it back. Tage Thompson, now Rasmus Dahlin, the Buffalo captain, out in front, and they score! Alex Tuck makes it 1-0 Buffalo.
It's been a great 3.5 minutes for the Sabres. They've been quick, they've been aggressive. Now they got the game's first goal. Rasmus Dahlin, the Sabres captain, walks into the zone. He gets around Zacha, and as he eludes Zacha, McAvoy comes across the net to try and prevent him to get to the goal. But when he leaves, that leaves Tuck alone in front of Swayman. And the Sabres have the first goal of the game, the fourth of the series.
Finally they do. Morgan Geekie turns the other way. Boston in the middle of the line change. Here's a chance. Middlestad, a couple of tries. And a terrific stop by Lyon on the former Buffalo Sabre, Casey Middlestad. 0 Buffalo in Game 6. Sabres trying to wrap up this series tonight. Krebs dropped it off. Samuelsson scores! With plenty of traffic in front again. It's 2-0 Buffalo.
In Game 5, Swayman made a save on Tuck, and moments later, Pastrnak went and scored. Alex Lyons made 2 really great saves, and now Samuelsson scores. You're going to see Krebs come across and drop it to Samuelsson. That first look was so good. There's no chance Swayman saw anything. In Game 1, Samuelsson scored, had 9 hits, had a monster night. Here he's got the second goal of the game, and the Sabres a 2-0 lead, and the pressure gets a little bit heavier on the Bruins in a game they have to win. Casey Middlestad on the breakaway is going to try and deke around Alex Lyon on the rebound. He stops him once, he stops him twice, and after Lyon made another stop on Huznadinov, Samuelson's wrister is perfect. It's 2-0 Sabres.
Pass it down low as Mallenstein hampered it. It comes back to Pastrnak with room out in front. Great chance by Elias Lindholm, and Lyon stopped it.
For Alex Lyon, this is the third one, in tight. Lindholm from Pastrnak, it hits Lyon, and Samuelsson swats it away.
Match Swayman, save for save. Another face-off win for Boston, that's 6 in a row.
They tried to force that to Pastrnak, Lindholm did.
Benson's all alone in front, he scores! Buffalo has a 2-goal lead with 14:02 remaining. All alone in front was Benson, set up by Doan. Sabres making sure he's okay because he stayed down in that corner for a while. An enormous goal for the Buffalo Sabres.
This face-off play is designed to go to Pastrnak, but Doan spoiled it. Lindholm's got to hang on to that puck. He didn't read that Doan was out on top of Pastrnak. Doan goes all the way down the ice, retrieves the puck and flings it out to Zach Benson. We talked in the first period, I mentioned Benson, one of his goals is to get booed in 31 rinks.
5 minutes without a shot attempt. Lockdown by Buffalo. McAvoy slow at the blue line to do anything with the puck. Empty net goal. Josh Norris makes it 4-1. Empty net goal for Norris, who returned to action tonight after missing the previous 3 due to injury. And the Sabres can really feel it now.
McAvoy's trying to dig the puck out of his feet. There's a chaotic scene at the blue line, and the Sabres get 2 goals from their 3rd line tonight. Benson scored the 3rd one. Norris back in the lineup after missing the previous couple of games with an injury.
Thompson and back to McLeod. Ray, how do you size up Buffalo's chances going forward?
I think Buffalo's as good as anybody in the East. If their goaltending holds, I think they're a legit threat.
They're going to play an excellent team no matter what. Fellow Atlantic Division foe. They won the Atlantic Division to the Sabres, ahead of both Montreal and Tampa Bay, but just 3 points ahead of those 2 teams. Final seconds tick off, and the Buffalo Sabres celebrate a beautiful day in the Saberhood as they win a series for the first time since 2007. Alex Tuck was 10 years old, growing up outside Syracuse, New York, and cheering for the Buffalo Sabres the last time his favorite team won a round in the playoffs.
He said at some point this year, we stopped hoping that we were going to win games. We knew we were a good team, and it was time to get it together. And man, did they ever.
It wasn't a great start. When he roughened Marco Sturm, looked like they were trying to figure out if they're going to shake hands then or wait till the end of the line.
They both each said, as you saw, a quick congratulations to each other, and the coaches will head to the back of the lines to work their way through with the players.
They both done a great job. Marco Sturm undoubtedly got some votes from the Jack Adams as well too, as the Bruins had a significant turnaround, a return to the playoffs after missing last year for the first time after an 8-year run. Long time since the Buffalo Sabres have done this. Shook hands with their opponent after winning a playoff series. Since 2007 when they beat the New York Rangers. Hard to find a weakness when you look at that Buffalo team. If they, as you said, they get the goaling that they've been getting from Lyon.
I mean, I wonder if it's a 1 goalie thing, or do we see Luukkonen again? But right now, Lyon did an amazing job in goal. Everything you could possibly ask for from a goaltender. They're big, their defense is mobile. They pressured the Bruins throughout the series, and they're the deserving winner, the Buffalo Sabres, of this series.
And Jeremy Swayman at the other end did everything all season long that he could do. He would be a very deserving winner of the Vezina Trophy. Announced yesterday as one of the 3 finalists, with Ilya Sorokin of the Islanders and Andrei Vasilevsky of Tampa Bay. It was a nice bounce-back season for Swayman. Last year was rough after contentious contract negotiation that carried through training camp. He was never really himself, but he might be the best goalie in the world right now. Now they need to get him more help.
I think the Bruins will look at this season in a week or so and say, man, we came from a place out of the playoffs. We probably overachieved a little bit. It's a disappointing end, but the Bruins would think that this was a very positive year once they get a little space from this handshake.
And their great fan base, these loyal fans who remain, salute the Bruins, who salute the fans in turn. It was a great home season for Boston, but it ends with 3 straight home losses, something that hadn't happened since December. Lindy Ruff